So we just improvise together with you. Just try to follow.
Sure.
And I might grab people, let them stand, and let them follow me. Some of them, I'll just let you sit down. I'll just play around with you. Can I have my cello, my bass, and...
Your cello?
I mean, the cello.
Viola.
What is this?
Viola.
Hey, I'm talking about these.
Double bass.
Double bass. Oh, it's not a cello. I don't know. Oh, this is viola.
Give me your cello.
Next time it's gonna be
Yeah,
West.
so it's gonna be West. I know. What you are with?
G.
G. G. So we're gonna try to find. So in terms of ways I never afraid. Sometimes it's also ballet.
Okay.
Okay. For now, we rehearsed at different times, so we never worked together.
Okay.
So I just found a moment and did something with this one. Try to find a moment. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, brother. Okay. You can do it.
Okay. Lights out.
Just hands. Yeah.
The collage is a way of approaching history. So it's the fragment rather than the grand idea is what we're interested in here. So what emerges when you...
So I like that about the collage, because the film is quite collage-like.
You start to rehearse, that very often you have your first sense of what should be happening, and then after your first improvisation you see in fact there are odd details, someone sitting in a bucket at the side, someone making one note in another corner, and these start to have a connection across, and we're open to trying to follow these ideas. So you have the good idea, the first idea, which is a big light bulb, a very good idea. But sometimes one has to rather rely on the small matchlight of these ideas at the edge, at the periphery, and to douse the big light and see what can be drawn from the flickering light at the edges. To see if we can use illogic to show the breaks in logic.
It was a place I earlier thought of for that, but I don't remember where it was. But we'll find a place for it, or we won't.
So for all of us, this is a really nice opportunity to, I guess, showcase our process of documenting process, because the outcome of what we do is always quite edited and quite polished, but we are looking at something, we're representing something that's quite messy and intangible. It would be nice if we could showcase that part of our process, the messy intangibility, in a way that still makes sense to an audience, but I guess, reflects the messiness of our kind of making.
Because I'm also looking into these moments of making as a less good idea. Like, I want. I feel like somehow it can be the abstract and silly. Yeah, sure. Like, try to somehow. I feel like it can be like as a viewer or someone who's watching. Okay, you're seeing these are the moments of making, but then what do you think they put? Why did they put that certain clip, such as maybe this clip? I don't know why I took it, but it talks.
As the centre, as an organisation, we've noticed there are some very generative, interesting strategies that have come about in the pursuit of the less good idea. A kind of a philosophy that is forming, one that is being noticed by organisations and spaces around the world, and a quality of work that is coming out of this original impulse, this pursuit of secondary thinking, this peripheral ideas, an opportunity to really allow the first idea to collapse and then collectively recognize and surprise ourselves with the ideas that come afterwards.
How do they work? Do they pick up frequency?
Yeah. It's contact mic, so it's like
Talk to me about this kind of mic.
So it's picking up vibrations more than anything else.
Can let go? And you don't have those?
I don't have one here. I know Gab does have one, and I have a crappy one at home.
Crappy one?
And I can get.
Can you bring crappy one?
Chair, by the way.
Yeah. There's something I really would like to explore with them.
What do you want to do?
I'm interested in how you place it here and you write.
Yeah. Oh,
and then the frequency of writing and how you can EQ it and bend it and amplify it and make
do weird things to it.
And make it be a language. It's
that's cool.
And so we've asked, I think, everybody here to have some ideas of what projects they might do, and also to have an idea of a 2-minute, 3-minute, I think 2-minute piece to to show to us.
We're showing what we're doing in movement.
Is this the way? Is this a way that it's going to happen?
And you've qualified for this
Constantly, there's that need of build up in a way.
Yeah. Like, so we can either sit and be the ones who look at this, or you said it, and the perception is that we all are going to sit and eat it. But after that, we move and the audience come and sit, and then we move and become the audience. So you know what I mean? So basically, I don't know.
The moment you move to the floor, as we move into the floor, the mind sometimes stops the flow from going on. Because you are still cerebral, you are still here. Yeah. Trust that the flow will give you the answers to what the mind cannot at that time. Don't go into your writing and thinking that that's why I thought we were going, but things are going that way. They will always go, that's the moment of the good idea collapsing, and then the thoughts in the periphery beginning to, and actually sometimes it's just the truth. of what translates as thought and, you know, in the doing, that sometimes we think it is this and we name it as that, but in actual fact, it is what is happening.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I'm interested to think about if you moved like you're almost someone playing with toy soldiers, but that is going to become a kind of an image of the war. So let's just see what you can do. So these soldiers are great because some of them are shooting, some of them are on their knees.
Some of them are down.
Exactly.
Some of them are snipers.
So I don't know whether that board, that could be a good play board there. And you can move backwards and forwards between him in focus and him in focus. Exactly. That's marvelous. Okay, so we can create lots of illusion of movement through changing the focal length.
If we want to continue this, what I think we should do is go actually, I take back what I said before, because we have lights, let's go to a dark space with the blacks are black.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's go play with
Yeah, here for me it's just nature of the space, the center.
It's actually nice and fast motion. It's much better.
Yeah, that's what I
Nice.
was also thinking, showing it in fast motion.
Great.
I like this.
It's nice.
Super.
And the absurd is important. The absurd becomes a kind of naturalism, a way of describing the world.
Okay, like this. There's music from the cups.
There's music from the cups.
So now you want too much music now.
It's beautiful.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't put any additional sounds. I think I would work with the minimal sounds when we occasionally have the teaspoon in or the cup on the cup, and to work with it, and when you're on the table, what that kind of rhythm is. But the silence is fantastic. It's about that silence. You keep on expecting for the plates to hit or to make a noise, and the fact that they're silent is very strong, and you will lose that if you put another soundtrack on top of it. When you're illustrating a soundtrack, or I really don't think you.
Yeah.
I think
It's fine like
you
this.
haven't worked with one. And
The good idea must go. This is the less good idea.
What's before there? Before the east and west?
Do you and the others want to answer this?
Ladies and gentlemen, sir, tell me quickly, do you and others want to bang mothers?
What if you just, at the beginning, maybe you can explode it into the big objects and stuff, but just to get the story out and get it out of your thesis and into your body and into telling. Because I thought there was so much that was happening in the telling that was so interesting, particularly around like the way you would slip codes. Like you go into Tsotsitaal and you come in, there's like this old ancient story spoken in all these different ways. My challenge would be is to find a really small table or a small surface and to do it in miniature. This big story in miniature. To kind of go, instead of a big rock, here's a small little piece of gravel. To kind of do this for now, just as a first step.
Tony! Tony!
This one, I'm not sure.
But it's also a place for defending uncertainty, for giving the image or an impulse the benefit of the doubt. It's a studio where the world is invited in, it's deconstructed into fragments, the fragments are rearranged, and then it's sent back out into the world as a performance, as a song, as an image, as a film.
What's happening here is that we have two cameras rolling at once in two different rooms. They are synced in time, in the timeline and project. But I think it shows nicely the variety and multiplicity, those mean the same thing, of many things going on at once during a workshop session.
So you're saying I must have my script in a way that Hakibua, it only makes sense from the action, not
yeah, it's nice when a person can make sense. Sometimes you hear it in the moment that it's being said.
Yeah.
But other times you hear, oh, that's what you are saying.
And then eventually, A cam and B cam rejoin into the same room.
Huh?
Would you like to say Chinese?
Yes!
I don't know.
I think the hope for the rest of this workshop is that we push back into our bodies and off of these chairs and into a space of working. It is important to share our ideas, but we want to test them, to risk them, to and not to hold on to these first ideas that we've shared, but to push beyond them, to let them collapse, to let them crack, to see where they meet each other.
Hold it.
Tennis?
I always try to use a yellow book if there's a full like the correct musical way. Lenda uboleta ibeza usanga kati yetu uboleta wako uboleta then wenza note then is that that's the correct musical way but
Sing and do that big thing you're doing with your body, make it bigger. Yes, I'm seeing heads move, I'm seeing chests move. So think about exaggerating it. Yeah? Maestro. Yes.
Aunties
Can you try this? Pause. Pause. Yeah. Okay. You get to try and So how
So
you take it in one breath?
So
Yeah, you must sustain that in one breath.
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
Okay, so it is one
But it is in part a story about a young man whose rightful inheritance has been stolen from him. Perhaps such parallels drew you to Shakespeare's works, simple in story and rich in language. I think this is a mouthful.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want us to edit words.
Yeah.
And try and make it straight to the point, especially the first part. Who can say in simple summary? How about we begin it at...
In simple summary?
No. Yeah. Or it is in part a story about a young man whose rightful inheritance has been stolen from him. Perhaps such parallels drew you to Shakespeare. Saul was vaccinated with death as a metaphor. The living and the dead are present to one another in ways that cannot explain logic, or that cannot
in ways
that we cannot. Oh no, it's me who missed. Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm thinking these, the hands don't cross over.
Yeah.
But if they do cross over, then it be a thing of, I thought you were doing we can touch, but oh, I can't touch. So if they cross over, let there be the reaction of, oh, I cannot touch it. So let it not be a mistake. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Alex, can you hear anything? Can you come in front of the mirror so that you can hear? Okay.
The thing that will kill us is when we are trying to find coherence in this thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And the thing that should work is that incoherence.
The chaos.
It's that impulse of what is it that I am feeling? What is it that it is evoking? Because that then becomes your truth. It does not have to be a singular truth. The world scholarship is trying to find singular truths. That's where the biggest problem comes in when you are trying to make hegemony out of this huge diversity. And I think for me that's the thing that we need to also fight in our ways.
Hello, this is Noah Cohen. Today on Going Between Spaces, we're investigating the liminal space that juxtaposition can really hold. It's really about the violence of the liminal space. That's how it makes me feel. I don't know about you guys, but
from the center side, this is about the artist impulse. At the end of the season, when you show your work, it doesn't have to be cooked, it doesn't have to be finished, it doesn't have to be resolved and glossy. It is for your process, it is for your investigation. So what they get out of it is not the point. It is what you get out of it that is the point.
It needs to be very minute, you know. And then we find it. Yeah. Okay, sure. So simple. Also.
Princess, are you using that bucket? Are you using that bucket?
No, I have questions about that as well.
Then,
Is there something that you're thinking that when you in your mind? Because I was thinking of it as well, but I'm not so sure. Because I'm thinking also about that element of work. It was in Mhlawumbe, just a mere bucket would be used in this kind of a way, or it must be another kind of, maybe a still bucket or something like that. I'm not so sure about that. So let me ask.
Because it's also how it restricts your movements inside. So if perhaps we could find we're able to do the things while you're stand.
Oh, you said something bigger.
Just a little bit big because it's hard.
And then she started trying to put when they're trying to go with it. So it becomes an awkward process.
yeah, because the third element of behave healthy because it's the movement.
Yeah. So now, for example, because it's so small, you cannot so now it's like when the head tries to reach there. So only when she tries, for example, if you want to put push outside. And when I push outside and then the head goes, you'll be able to see.
You see, how are you going to do that?
Try to put the head, but it's pushed up. It's pushed up. Yeah, so it becomes that kind of. So if she comes in here and tries to do this, it becomes like that cheese. And then, yeah. So those are the kind of movements which are yeah, no, yeah.
There are strong visual moments that never make it through to the final text because they don't serve the purpose of the final text. But in isolation, they are quite valuable, I think. And almost all of them are from workshops. Or like season 6, I remember the Princess doing Stone Crusher, doing a showing of that, and it draining her quite profoundly. And we all kind of left the room to go see the next showing, and her and Lauren stayed behind and kind of had a moment of just holding one another. Mm-hmm. That kind of thing is central to what happens here, you know.
Thank you, everyone.
Tiki 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 tiki.